Virginity. What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly.
What? What you mean is made up?
Simply to control and shame people. All right, because we are who we are. My wife had the brilliant idea, let's look up virginity. And virginity was like, hey, you gotta look up virgin. So we looked up virgin, not by Wikipedia, but by the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Do you want to read the definition, since you are the person who decided we should look up what virgin is? Because this was a term that was made up to shame people.
Oh boy.
It's sad that we actually got to do this nowadays.
No, it doesn't matter.
A person who has not had sexual intercourse.
Is that it? That's all the first definition.
That's all we need for virgin.
That's the whole first definition. That's all of it. The first one.
Someone who has not had sexual intercourse is what is classified as a virgin.
Well, duh.
Now, when you read that, do you read it and automatically go, you know what, this was made up to shame me? Or does it seem like it's just defining a state of being?
This sounds like more bull.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Wait. Okay, so the name of the video is "What is Virginity?" Planned Parenthood video put up by Planned Parenthood.
Read between the lines, y'all.
Now, see, I don't think that they're government funded or anything, or are they?
I'm not sure.
See, if they were government funded, like, y'all are there to provide a service to people regarding sexual health, and some of y'all need to be like doctors. We don't need y'all opinion on how people choose to live their lives. We just need you to provide your service and then not talk.
Oh man. Whoa.
That's it. Actually, a matter of fact, that was one of the things about Planned Parenthood, is they were supposed to not be judgmental.
Right. It's a 501 nonprofit organization.
So it's a nonprofit. So
pay attention, y'all. Okay? Pay attention.
And something else to throw out there. It always drives me crazy when people go, it's just a made up thing. Guess what, y'all? Everything made up. You know what a house is? It's a word we made up to describe the place where you live at.
Yes.
You know what a car is? It's the word we came up with to describe an automobile that gets you from point A to point B with wheels and engine and a steering wheel. We made it up!
But no, we made that up just to shame people, because it's not a real thing.
Mainly women. A virgin is someone who's never had sex, but it's not as simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity. But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean anything. That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon.
Nowhere in the dictionary does it say anything about the breaking of a hymen determining whether or not somebody is a virgin.
Yes, that's true.
Although I understand what she's saying, in many cultures, especially back in the day, because that's how they were able to tell whether or not a young woman, most of the time, whether or not they were a virgin or not. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know things can happen if you use a tampon, if you have an accident, if you're bike riding and you know, ladies, you hit a bump too hard or something like that.
Ouch.
Are you okay?
Those different things, it can break the hymen without you actually having intercourse. But the definition of virgin or virginity is dealing specifically with intercourse, but something is actually coming inside.
Wow. Definitely intended that pun.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tampon or a finger, riding a bike, or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason the idea of virginity is complete.
You see how a little bit of truth and lies can mess people up when you don't know?
Yep. Devil's favorite strategy.
Yes, mixing truth and lies together.
He did it to Eve.
Pay attention, y'all.
Complete nonsense is that sex means different things to different people. Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way. Penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that
That's literally what the definition
leave queer people, or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex, and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead? And not everyone's first sexual experience is consensual, meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex. There is also a double standard on who...
What does that part have to do with...
What is virginity?
If you were forced your first time, and I have a lot of sympathy for those because I had a bad experience, okay? For my first, I had a bad experience. So I have sympathy for those of you out there because I was only like...
You were young.
I was under 8, and I know that because I moved shortly after this happened. So it had to be at a certain age. I was under 8 when certain things happened to me. After that, I was no longer a virgin.
Nope, I'm not.
It's not about fault. It's not about anything. I was no longer a virgin.
Nope.
I can't say, you know what, I'm a virgin because the first time it happened to me, it was in that circumstance. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
Who carries the burden of virginity? Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense. Either way, shame has no place in someone's personal decisions about sex. It's time to throw away the notion of losing your virginity. What if instead of losing something, we reframe it as gaining? Because the truth is, when we make our own decision to become sexually active, we aren't setting ourselves up to lose anything at all. We hope we are gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment. All of these myths around sex and virginity can be so hurtful and overwhelming. But here's the one truth you should remember. Sex is defined by one thing and one thing only: you. Maybe that's...
Lies!
And you tell lies.
Sex?
I hope this is not something that is being taught like in school.
No. It's defined by the dictionary. That's what a dictionary is. It's a book that defines things. It ain't you. You can't just make stuff up.
Just sing it.
They're doing that now.
Where she going.
They're doing that now.
I know where she going.
You know exactly where I'm going because we don't know what a man and a woman is.
Oh, God.
We don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Our channel is too young for this. How you gonna get canceled before we even have anything?
Listen. Talking about make it make sense, make that make sense.
Look,
how we get to this place that we don't know the difference between what a man and a woman is.
What's happening is...
Because we got stuff like this. And if you guys have made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that way you can let us know that you appreciate what we're putting down.
It's because there's a personalization and they're allowing words and the meaning of words to have emotional impact. For instance, the word virgin, I'm gonna stay where we are and not go further. But the word virgin explains a very specific state of being for a person.
Right.
It is not a negative or a positive thing. The word man and woman states a very specific person, a state of being. It is not about negative or positive because now in our society, men are bad, women good.
That sucks.
Straight men bad, gay men good, women good. But then if you on the other side, boss women bad.
Damn.
Traditional women good. We add in all of this stuff. If you want to do something else, if you want to have other things to be inclusive, you can make up your own word. This is the thing. People made up words back then, right? Mm-hmm. You can make up your own words.
Sure can.
You can make up your own definitions for stuff. You don't have to change the other stuff. It's already describing something very specific, and there's no reason to undo that so that we can create something new. No, you don't have to go. How about you just leave the past where it's at, leave the words there so that they can describe something so that people don't go, hey, no, we don't have to do that. We could just call you exactly what the heck it is.
Yeah.
We can do that. But if you want to come up with a new word to describe new things, that is fine.
Yeah.
It's just like the movies. We scared to create new storylines. We want to stick to the old ones and rehash them and keep on bringing them back because we have no imagination. This video's stupid. I don't know. Hold on. Kinder, gentler, Jermaine. Kinder, gentler. This
Remember
video.
your pressure points.
Remember.
Remember your pressure points.
Okay. All right. I don't know if that's my pressure. I don't know what my pressure points is because I be stressed out all the daggone time. Look, you know what's funny? All of this craziness going on, the gender war, the liberal versus conservatism. Mm-hmm. We just shot a video, if this didn't come out already, we just shot a video about how women are becoming more liberal and men are becoming more conservative because there's definitely a divide between women becoming more liberal and men becoming more conservative. For those of y'all on this channel, y'all know that I had walked away from the church. I was wrestling with God and I was trying to get my life together and figure out things and what I believed. And I'm not the type of person that's going to go to church and be faking it. Like I'm either there and I'm there because I believe that I need to be there or I'm not going to be there. That's how I am. All of the stuff that's going on in this world, y'all pushing me straight to Jesus. Jesus is like, yeah.
Yes, in the face.
Yeah, you want to be out there in the streets? Go ahead, Jermaine.
Bruh.
I'm over here with open arms, just waiting for you to come back.
Yep.
You know why? Because over here, we make sense. Yes, we make sense. Come on over, Jermaine. That's all right. I'm here waiting when you ready. So y'all don't even got to do, like, people don't got to preach to me. You ain't got to do nothing. The more I do these videos, the more I'm like, Lord, I need to come back because these niggas crazy. It's crazy out here.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what? I'm joking about it, but that's literally what's happening to me. One of these days, y'all gonna come in this video and I'm like, man, I went back to church today. I'm getting baptized. That's what's gonna happen. And it's gonna be because of videos like this. Yep. This video, you just brought me a couple of clicks closer to Jesus. He's just like, yeah, come on over here.
Well, thank you, Lord.
All right. So I guess there's some good to it. You know, this is also the type of stuff that drove Andrew Tate back to religion. Men like order. Men don't like confusion. I think I'm done. I know I went crazy. You might have some words because I was saying a lot. You can finish it off. Oh, I want you guys to push the buttons. Put the like button.
Yes.
Oh, push the like button. I said, push the like button.
Yes.
Push the subscribe button.
Yes.
Push the subscribe button because I can't talk right now. Push the notification button. Push all of the buttons.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, you want to finish anything? I didn't know if you want to finish something. Go ahead. I'm done.
Let us know your thoughts down below. Also, like we told you in a previous video, we're going to be starting Patreon soon. So go ahead and, or maybe I shouldn't say that.
Well, ain't no real go ahead to it. You just stay tuned for that information when it comes. We're going to give you content that we don't put up on here. All of the videos that we don't put on YouTube because we think they're a little too fiery and incendiary.
Yes.
Or I'm doing too much editing and I don't have time to get to them. And we already recorded new videos, so I got to do new ones.
Also, just to give you guys a little bit more of a behind the scenes, I guess, or more insight into our personal lives. Not too personal because sometimes it can get a little crazy. Yeah. But for those of you who are really trying to have stronger relationships, and you're in a relationship or you're trying to find one, you're contemplating marriage, and you want to really get the nitty gritty about what that looks like and the different things that go into it. And we touch on some things, we
keep it light,
but we keep it real light. But to just dive a little deeper, because we do feel as though it's something that should be talked about for people who are serious. So that's why we're gonna put that on Patreon. So be on the lookout for that.
And our kids been begging to be on camera.
Yes.
And people don't like us as much as they did when we first started. But it's all right. So we were very hesitant. So maybe you'll see some family oriented stuff too, possibly. We'll see how we feel about that. But if it's Patreon, y'all really rocking with us. So
yeah. All right. But I ain't got much more to say about this because it's stupid. I mean,
kinder, gentler. Not stupid. They're just differences of opinion.
Yes.
No, it's stupid. There's something called a dictionary we've had for a very long time, and it defines words. Okay. For those of you who don't have a dictionary, I highly suggest you get one.
Get an old one.
Get an old one.
Yeah.
Get some old encyclopedias. You might want to look it up like on Amazon or something like that, because things are changing
and they're
nowadays.
Changing the definitions of words.
They're changing definitions. You can still find it here every once in a while online, but go get you a dictionary. Okay, because the way in which we view the world, the way we define the world, the way how we connect with other people in other parts of the world, we use something called words, and these words are defined in something called a dictionary, and they've been around for a very long time. Okay, so if you're confused about a word, go to the dictionary. It'll help you out. That's all I'm gonna say about that.